Hey everyone, C-Dub here, and I am now going to review the Punisher Max in the beginning. So, what my review pretty much is, for those who don't know, because I've done the Spawn ones, and if you are just a Punisher fan, you may not know how I do the reviews. How I do them is, I review the comic, but I don't review my dub. I just give you a little behind the scenes, a little stuff on how it was going, how I went through it, how I got the actors, how I thought of each other's performance, this, that, and the other, but I don't review my own dub. Comic dub. I review the comic but not my dub, so I'll give a grade at the end how I think of the comic, and I'll just give you a little behind the scene tidbits here and there and how I got all the actors and stuff to get there. So yeah, let's get into it. In the beginning starts out with the Punisher going through killing other mob people, this, that, and the other, showing a more methodical side of him. But he's always been methodical. He's always been a thinking type of Punisher, and we're pretty much getting something very similar in the first issue or so. He's not doing that much, just Punisher stuff. Nothing out there and out of the ordinary. Another thing about the Punisher is I don't know how to pronounce his username, but Akutsuki, I think that's how you pronounce it. I picked him, but for those, well, no one would know, but I actually was going to pick someone else. I was actually going to pick someone else to do the Punisher, but his mic or something was going on with it, and I didn't really want to wait, and people had voted on him, and these were like my first two choices was Akutsuki and the other guy, and the other guy's mic was just not going through, so I wound up going with Akutsuki, and people had chosen, had him as the most popular one, but I don't always go with the most popular thing with casting calls. It's how I feel and how I hear it. So yeah, I didn't even plan for him to really be the Punisher, but I'm glad he was the Punisher, and I'm glad that we got him for it. The first one we were kind of figuring out the voice, but oh man, in the second one and on, that's when it really hit, because we went with a deeper tone, dark tone. I feel like that definitely is the Punisher we wanted, and yeah, perfect. The casting choice really worked out. I'm really glad I chose him for this role. Yeah, but yeah, I would have went with the other guy, but his mic was messed up, and I'm kind of glad for it. So kind of glad it worked out that way, that the other guy's mic really wasn't there, and it wasn't really good, any type of good quality. So that's what really was the main reason. Like, I like the voice, but the mic thing just kind of hampered that. So yeah, I'm really glad. I kind of glad that it happened. Still thank you for the audition though. But yeah, that's pretty much how we got this Punisher. Also, we had a lot of recasting in this. We had a micro for the first 4, and then we had to get another one for the last 2, I should say. Bethel was not originally supposed to be me. It was supposed to be someone else. And after the first one, he was gone. So I wound up playing him. Pitchy, the same thing. I was not originally planned to play him, but the other guy left, and we had like 3 Williams Roths. The casting was a little hectic in the beginning, honestly. I really want to get that sorted out for the next volume and keep it going, because as long as the Punisher stays on, it's like a revolving door, because you really don't have that long of a part, I should say. Like, it's not like the Punisher who's going to be in every issue, damn near. Really, the only break the Punisher got in the beginning was that 3rd one, where he only had like 1 line for some reason. But yeah, I really want to get that sorted out next time and have a solid cast, a solid just people, everyone's there for their role, especially because it's not as long. It's like 6 issues, so I want to get that cleared up, because you're not going to be there, and you're not going to be that much recurring. Like, there may be recurring roles, like of course Nikki gets away, so he'll be back, but as you can see, a lot of people die, and that's usually how it goes for the Punisher in this Punisher Max. It's usually a volume happens, most if not everyone kind of dies, and we usually bring in someone else, someone new. Sometimes, like I said, you get recurring, sometimes people will get away, this, that, and the other, but it's not like that for the Punisher. It's you know how the Punisher comics go. His villains usually don't get away. People don't usually get away, so it's usually you do those 6 issues, which is a volume, and you're done. Anyway, on to the comic and stuff. You see him kind of reminiscing about his family in the beginning as well, like when we first start out in the first issue. Then of course more Punisher stuff, and then Micro actually gets him captured in the second one, which This Micro, I wanted an experienced and older voice. I felt like this the original one did do that, because I wanted something very experienced and just like he's been through a lot of shit, and he's tired, but he's kind of doesn't take any shit, but he's not like the Punisher, like just, hey, I'm just doing like just merciless, but he's like, I just don't take any shit because I'm tired. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. So that's kind of what I was going for the Micro in this one. And Bethel and Catherine O'Brien. Oh, I forgot about Catherine O'Brien. Let me talk about her. Catherine O'Brien is fucking crazy. She gets away as well. She's just fucking crazy. And as you can see with her line, she just says crazy shit. That's just all she does. She says the most craziest shit. Whatever comes to her mind, she's saying it. And yeah, we have definitely not seen the last of her. She'll come. I hope we keep the cast for this one, and at least for this Catherine, this was the same Catherine from 1 through 6, or 1 through 5, I should say. She was in the 6th one, but we kept the same Catherine O'Brien. There was no changes on that front, so I'm glad that worked out. Also, no changes on Nikki. I really like the dude who played Nikki as well. Thought he was perfect for this leader role who leads these misfits. Crab Cakes as well plays Ink, but I mean, he only says huh. He did a lot of extras though, which a lot of other people did a lot of extras as well, so thank you for that. But yeah, he was the perfect leader for these misfits. And oh man, that voice for Pitchy, it was killing me. It was killing me in some of them. Oh, that's not an easy voice. It's not an easy voice. It's because he's always screaming. Pitchy's always fucking mad. Always. Just no line where he's calm. Well, there's some lines where he's calm, but it's just still anger in him. Even his calmness is anger. So it's just like, but most of the time he is yelling. You know, well, when he meets the Punisher, he's yelling. And other times it's just these soft words. Any type of confrontation, small confrontation is just yelling for him. So yeah, also, Larry, who was played by Toxin, we kept him. He was the same one, and that dude, that poor bastard, I just felt bad for him in the comic wise. I felt bad for Larry, kinda. But he still ain't shit really, but it's just like, you just seem so out of your element. And I don't know how you seem so much out of your element. It's like, So anyway, after the third one, or I should say the second one, where he gets captured and Michael's trying to pretty much convince him to work with Bethel, William Roth is also as well captured, and that's how they find out his location. And William Roth was played by 3 different people, Saku and 2 others. Sagu. I don't know what he says. Saku's pronounced Saku. But anyway, he was played by 3 others. I didn't really want that, but kind of happened. Just how it goes. But yeah. That's how we figure out where he's held, and we get into the next part. Anyway, after shit hits the fan and they find out where he is, shit's going bad. Of course, the Punisher somehow escapes. Like, he was pretty fucked, it looked like. Of course, he somehow has to escape because, you know, he just really had to. So yeah, he somehow gets away. O'Brien gets fucked up. And now it's a scramble trying to get to the Punisher, kill him, and you got Bethel trying to recruit him. Everybody got something else different in this. And this is also when we get the new Micro, which it kind of worked out surprisingly, because in the beginning it worked out to have that experience type of tone, but for the new Micro it was more thought driven, more methodical, thinking type of character. He's pretty much thinking a lot of his shit out. Especially in the moment. He still worries and stuff, but he's still thinking. He's still plotting and stuff like that. He's not as flustered. Of course, shit happens to him where he has no choice but to, you know, react to it, because, I mean, you get kind of stabbed in your stomach, you're gonna be flustered a little bit. But for the most part, he starts really, you know, thinking, analyzing the situation. Even tells the Punisher about other warehouses, stuff like that. He is still a little emotional. But, yeah, that we had to get a new Micro for that. So, had to get it for the last 2 issues. Like I said, I really want to keep the same cast, though, for the next volume. I really don't want to keep replacing that, because that's hard. Usually, we got all the replacing out in the beginning. Like, a lot of them left after the first one, or first couple. But after that, we pretty much had the same cast, except for Michael, who had to leave. He told me he had to go. He just couldn't do it. But after that, we've had the same cast for the most part. Not really any big changes. And then the final issue, of course, there's a lot of me and the Punisher talking. Some Micro really just came in at the end. There's an extra here and there. But yeah, for the most part, it was a lot of my lines and a lot of the Punisher lines. And then, of course, the ending with Micro. And this, to me, at the end, shows you what type of Punisher you're getting for the comic. Because up until then, he's just been doing a lot of Punisher stuff. You have a sense, though, that he's a little bit darker than he is than other versions of the Punisher. But him killing Micro like that, you now know how dark this Punisher gets. Like, this is not a Punisher that even goes the extra mile to help people. He'll help you out if he's in there and in the vicinity, but he's not going to just drop everything to help you. I mean, you'll see that in some other issues. Like, you'll see that he's not the type to just, he's not like a hero, even an anti-hero almost. He's almost villainous, but he still has some goodness in his heart, pretty much. That's the Punisher we're getting. We're getting a very dark Punisher. And trust me, you will see that in the other issues. If we can get to them, you will see it. This is the darkest Punisher I think we've ever had, honestly. And there's going to be a lot of shit that's going to happen. I'm just hoping YouTube doesn't even come at me with this. There was a thumbnail I wanted to have, but I was like, I can't have that thumbnail. There's no way I can have that thumbnail. It might just cause some type of strike just with that. I would have loved to have it though, but couldn't do it. If you know what it is, I think you can guess what it is. But yeah, crazy type of Punisher we're getting, and it's just the beginning, like they say. That's why it's in the beginning. This is really just the beginning, because not a lot of dark shit has happened there, but this is showing you how dark it's going to be. Once that, because another version of the Punisher, he's let people go. The Punisher hasn't even let criminals go before. It's rare. It doesn't happen a lot, but he has versions where he's let them go. Even the John Berthel one in Netflix, he let criminal or two go, but yeah, this Punisher is 10 times darker than that Punisher. And like I said, darkest one that I think we've ever had. And you will see it. I hope, at least. And yeah, so on to rating this comic. I'm going to give this comic, I think, an 8.5 out of 10. Of course, like I said, this is me just rating the comic, not my own dub. But yeah, I think 8.5 is a good rating for this comic. Yeah. This was a good comic. It's not the perfect masterpiece, but it's a really good comic. It's a really good start to a series. So that's pretty much all I got to really say about it. 8.5. I'm trying to think of like the cons and stuff. I just think it's a good start. It's not perfect. It's not a master of masterpieces. We have better stories in this Punisher series, this Punisher Max series. But like I said, great start. And let's get it going. One other thing I wanted to mention before I leave, if you did want to audition for the Punisher, I do need a lot of Irish accents or Irish people, I guess, whatever. I need a lot of Irish stuff, pretty much for the next audition. I will link that and link the casting call below. So if you want to audition, here it is, because we're going to need so many fucking Irish voices, male and females as well. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. That's my rating, and thank you guys for watching. This has been the review for the Punisher Max. Like I said, for the Punisher, I think we'll just do each volume. For Spawn, it's a little different. For those who know, they know. And maybe we'll get to another review on something else soon, I hope. And yeah, that's it. C-Dub out. Peace.